Hi, good afternoon, Facebook. So this is my first time going live on Facebook. I've done a few Instagram posts, but they're very short. They're only like 1 minute. And this is something that I want to share with you this afternoon. I'm Daya Nave. I think I already introduced myself, but that's okay. We'll do it again. I want to talk today about networking, especially like virtual networking and how to keep up with your coffee appointments, your virtual coffee appointments. Some people call them one-to-ones, and just wanted to like share a little bit about it because people ask me this question a lot. I've been professionally networking for almost 10 years now with different businesses that I have been involved in. And hi, Showman, good to see you. So basically, I transitioned to virtual networking in March. It was about a week before most of the events that I normally attended in person went online, and I was able to find them. So you can basically Google networking events, virtual networking events. If you're not already in a networking group, such as a BNI, a Chamber of Commerce, some places have things called Nexcos. Basically, you just Google networking event, live networking events, or Zoom live networking events, or you can go on Eventbrite or Meetup and look there for your events. Well, going to the event is one thing. So after you go to an event, then you're going to want to set up one-to-ones or virtual coffees with the people that you connected with, somebody that you really want to get to know better. You have something in common. You don't even know if you have something in common, but you basically connected for a few minutes on your video conferencing screen, and something about them connected you to them. Some organizations also send out the roster of attendees, and you can look on their LinkedIn profiles and say, hey, you know what, this is a person that I would like to have a coffee with. So my Instagram page is my coffee shop life, and people think I just drink a lot of coffee, but really it is mainly for meeting people and whether or not I have coffee or not. Actually, I had coffee, but it's empty now. So now it's water here at my coffee shop life. And so, anyway, so people go, how do you keep in track of the people that you meet and then make sure that you're connecting them with people in your organization and in your life that they want to meet? Because that is really, really, really how networking works. So, I have taken, and I hope you can see this because I can't see myself for some reason, but I've taken a planner that has plenty of room in it. So, there's just 3 days and the weekend on one side, 3 days on the other. So what I did was, let me see if I can see myself somehow. Oh, there I am. Okay, good. So what I've done is I took a rubber stamp after I made the columns. So I made one, two, three, four, 5 columns. And what I did was I took a rubber stamp and I put LinkedIn, they stand for LinkedIn, HubSpot, email, and notes. So basically, when I have a conversation with somebody, a Zoom coffee, and back in the day, a real life coffee, but right now it's Zoom coffees. So basically, what I go in and do is I make sure that we're connected on LinkedIn. Some people don't use LinkedIn. I like LinkedIn a lot. So I make sure that we're connected on LinkedIn. If they don't have a LinkedIn, then I just make a note. And I make sure that I read their page and I comment on articles or things that interest me on their page. I also find out more about them. Sometimes I didn't ask them what their hobbies were or where they were an alumni from during the coffee appointment. So I go ahead and check and I make a note of that because we could have potential additional connections there. And I also check that I have their information correct. Some people have their Twitter on their LinkedIn, so I go ahead and connect with them on Twitter while I'm on LinkedIn. And then I also make sure that the address and phone number I have for them is correct. So that moves me into HubSpot. HubSpot is my CRM. There are plenty of CRM softwares. So I go and make sure that I have the contact information correct in the HubSpot. And then I send a follow up email. So I sent a follow up email about what we talked about during the virtual coffee, who I'm supposed to refer them to. That would be in the next email. And then how they can contact me to talk again, or if we have another conversation on the schedule when that's going to be. And then I also have a birthday club. I just started this where I can get people's birthdays and put them in my schedule as well to remember to send a little gift. So that's that part. And then notes. So I do take notes. I take handwritten notes. I'm a kinesthetic or like tactile person. That's like how I learn. And so I do take a lot of handwritten notes. So I upload them. If they're paper notes, I just like scan them. If they're in my Rocket Book, which sometimes I take so many notes that I forget to upload my Rocket Book notes. So I have those, and then I put those in the HubSpot CRM as well so that I have them handy. I could get into a whole thing about the things that you should talk about, but mainly just get to know somebody. You can find out a lot about them. I especially like to know where people are volunteering, what they do for fun, how many pets and kids that they have, what really interests them. What do they do for fun? I'm an artist. I like to draw. So stuff like that really makes me curious for when I can make a connection with somebody. And then I do put it in my notes. That way if I meet someone else who has the same hobby or the same interests, then I can put those people together as well. Oh, and then since this is all written in here, you'll also in your CRM have notes of like when you contacted people, when you emailed them, when you last updated their record. But since this is here and tangible for me to put my hands on, I can flip back through. For instance, I can remember, I can say, oh, I talked to that person. Um, when was it? It was in October. So I can flip back through my notes and actually check my schedule on Outlook and remember who I met with. And so it was a lady, she was in real estate, she wanted to meet a marketing consultant, and I just met a marketing consultant, and I flip back, and then I will have right here that person so that I can put them together. So I think that's it for right now. I know that was like drinking from a fire hose. Maybe I have had too much coffee this afternoon. I really, really enjoy this, and I would love to hear your feedback, some additional comments on your networking tips. Get out there and network virtually. Be safe. I don't think many people are doing in person, which is completely understandable. I myself am not doing any in person meetings. I am doing everything on Zoom and have been since March. So it's just a good way to stay connected and to meet new people. Even if you're not actually actively marketing a business or a product or something like that, you just go to a few networking events to meet people, actually give back, let people know what you've done if you're semi-retired. This is a great way to stay connected and social. So I think I'm getting ready to like sign off here pretty soon. Thank you, Chris. So good to see you. And again, this is my first one. So I hope to do many more. This has been really fun. And again, just chat with me, send me a private message, and we'll talk more about networking because that's what I really like to do. All right.